My name is Drew Gross. I'm the president of Alliance Steel. So Alliance Steel is a flat roll service center. In-house we do slitting, cut to length, multi-blanking, stretcher leveling. We're pretty multifaceted in the customers that we serve, and that's by design. We don't want to be oversaturated in any one industry. Our main hub is here in Gary, Indiana. We have offices in Atlanta and Memphis as well. We purchased our first Redbud line, which was a multi-blanking line, in the early 2000s. And we've had an ongoing relationship with Redbud ever since. With that first piece of equipment, we actually bought the equipment used. We had Redbud come in and retrofit it and bring it up to our standards, and really appreciated the detail and partnership that they put into that first piece of equipment, which really birthed new opportunity for multiple other pieces of equipment. As the industry does, often it changed, and we saw a need for stretcher leveling that some of our competition had already become engaged in. So what started as one small cut to length line grew into an opportunity to partner with Redbud on a bigger piece of equipment, which would be the stretcher leveler that we have in place now. The stretcher leveler we have in place now is a 72 wide 3/8 line. I think our customers appreciate the flatness and the consistency that that line produces. It's allowed us to engage in many new relationships on the customer side to provide laser flat sheets, and we could accomplish that with the piece of equipment that we bought from Redbud. When we made our transition into this new Gary facility, we felt like we were going to have some opportunity to slit some heavier gauge material with our proximity to the mills. We wanted to be able to service a heavier gauge slit coil customer. So naturally we reached out to Redbud, as we had already partnered with them on several pieces of equipment, as well as some of their competition. And with confidence that we already had in Redbud, as well as their competitiveness in the quoting process, and our ability to work with them to design the right piece of equipment for our needs, we decided to go with Redbud for this 1/2 inch 84 wide slitter, and I'm certainly glad we did. So we designed this line to be a little bit different. We have two 84 wide heads and one 72 wide head for the heaviest of the gauges that we want to cut on this piece of equipment, so we can create less deflection as we're pulling those cuts. When we're dealing with heavier gauge slitting, we want to make sure that we can control those cuts and that we have safety as the first most important thing, the second most important thing, and the third most important thing. It's always safety, safety, safety. Redbud does a very nice job of understanding what it takes to build a safe line while not sacrificing production. And that's something that's very important to us. So when we set out to build this line, they listened to what we were trying to accomplish. We were allowed to participate in some of the process of refining some of that design, and we walked hand in hand to create what now is a high production, very safe line for us here at Alliance Steel. Redbud has proven to be a great partner for Alliance Steel. I think the team understands what it takes to get from point A to point Z when building a piece of equipment, whether it's for cut to length or whether it's for slitting. There's an absolute process that has to take place, and you need a machinery provider that you can trust is going to be there to support you. I think what Redbud does very well is they listen to what your issues are, and they help you overcome those issues through a real partnership. And I really genuinely appreciate that.